I am Daria Filardo. I am the other part of the MFA in Studio Art. I'm not alone. There's a lot of people here that work in this program. This time I wrote my speech because I usually never do, so I'm not really good in reading the speech, but I will try. So this is my turn to thank first. And obviously I want to thank the school. I want to thank Jules, and because without him we wouldn't be here. And I want to thank him because, you know, through him and through the administration, so the Dean, David Davidson, and then the board, and then coming Steve, you have chose me to be part of this program, and I truly appreciate this because I like this. I have a lot of fun in working with the students, and it's really making my life a lot richer. So I really thank Jules, I really thank Steve, I really thank David, Luan, and all the administration. And I want to thank also Filipe, my new colleague, with whom I share being South European, and that's one thing that I immediately told him that I like. So we have common historical roots, with whom I share a lot of interest in art, and with whom I have frank confrontation on how to intend the role of the artist, the role of the curator, and the role of the educator, and we openly and continuously talk about this. And I have to thank my job, because this always surprises me, and every time I think that I know it's going to happen, it's always a different thing. So teaching art and teaching to be an artist is a continuously open relation with the other and with the form that the artists create. And it's always a terrain where, you know, unexpected things happen and change your way of relating with the world. And it's also a terrain of conflicts and negotiations. And the most difficult thing, I think, in this relation with a young artist in front of you is to be open and to be the first to be rewritten by what they do, no? So never expecting to know what form is coming out. I learned that teaching is a process, and if you know already what will be the result of your talk, of your lessons, or your intervention, this is not going to be a good result. So you really have to be very, very, very open. And this threshold where the special relation with the young artist puts you is unique and changes both of you. So through Chanel, I had to confront my white gaze with her black gaze. And I had to dismantle my academical post-colonial knowledge and look through the real experience, which I didn't have, and she gave me. Through Chanel, I felt the urgency of telling a personal story, of taking an autonomous position, which is a theme I am exploring myself in my curatorial work, in my writing. And through her art, taking form in her studio for 2 years, I learned how to be more fully myself. Her language changed a lot in these 2 years, but what it did not change, in my opinion, has been her strong presence, visible in the making of the object, which transformed itself from the painting, the flat image, to the occupation of space that surrounds the viewer. And one other thing that I learned through Chanel, what I knew, but I saw it happening in front of me, so it became not just an abstract knowledge, is that the art object is a presence that matters, and its existence puts us at the center of the art discourse. So Chanel has become an artist and will, like us, be at the center of the debate, struggling for her ideas. As much as Chanel taught me about presence, April brought me in the conceptual realm of disappearance. As Chanel, April's work dealt with a personal that became political, an experience that interrogated her first and then us all. April's gaze is very different from mine. Korean, Canadian, she could be not more far from what I distinctly know or from where I belong to. Her quiet nature invited me to find silence, to make words come out. And she taught me how long is the process of creation, how particular are the connections between all the passages of thinking before the final form can be a fleeting presence in our world. We need to listen, to observe, to let the process slowly grow. Her presence and temporary images found in Google Maps has been the spark of a 2-year path that from a ready-made, a crucifixion with a Google sign, Jesus Christ disappeared and a Google sign appeared last year, brought her to navigate us and explored through different techniques, through drawing, through photography, through installation. And I am sure that this investigation on our presence in the web, so virtual reality or presence or controlled presence, is just the beginning of a very coherent path. I am really happy they came here. I'm really happy we did this path together. I am happy that I've witnessed their growing awareness in being artists. I am happy that we will be in close contact from now on. And it's always been an honor to work with them, and I am very happy to be part of this. Thank you.